All right, good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for today. I may have started on the wrong screen, but we'll see. We're here. We're happy to be here this morning. We have a great word and a virtue that we can really use today, I think, in the world that we're living in. And that virtue that came up for us today was endurance. So we have a lot of things to endure, but let's just read the virtue. Read the description of the virtue, and then we'll go from there. The description goes like this: endurance is our ability to withstand adversity and hardship. We practice perseverance and patience when obstacles arise, open to the lessons they bring. We don't give up or feel hopeless about ourselves. We hold on. Endurance hones our character and seasons our souls. Weathering the inevitable challenges in our relationships deepens trust and loyalty. It makes love abiding and strong. The early navigators who plotted their course with nothing but the stars became strong, confident sailors. When trouble comes, endurance gives us the strength to stay the course. So isn't that a very applicable virtue that we can use today? Because there's a lot of things going on in the world, but if we spend all of our time focusing on everything that's going wrong, then it's very likely that endurance is going to be a very difficult virtue to demonstrate, because we're going to get discouraged and disappointed and frustrated, and we're going to be at a low level and very difficult for us to hang on and keep going. But endurance is our ability to look at the hardships, the adversities that we see, and see what the lessons are in them, and then do something about them, or allow ourselves to work very hard at looking at what the good things are, right? So of course we're going to accept the challenges, and we're going to move forward. And as time would tell us, if we look back through all of the history, our own personal history, as well as the history of man, we've been able to endure all of these things and come out a stronger group of people. And so the question is, how are we going to view this, I think, whatever the circumstance might be? And so when we think about the adversities that we face today, we can learn new things and we can move forward, or we can get stuck in this past, in the bad situation that we see, and wither away. And I just personally don't see that as the course that I want to take. And so my idea here is that this is a great word for today. Now, we were talking about all the world events that are going on and the things that might be affecting us personally, in our ability to, afford things and to drive places and to, and for some moms having food for their babies. These are all hardships. And the question is what are the lessons that I'm learning from this, and what can I do right now to move forward and know that this too is going to pass, that we are going to move forward out of this, and what can I do right now to endure these things? And so endurance really comes from our knowing that things are going to work out well for us in the end as we go through. It's also, it's one of those virtues that comes and springs from our hope and our optimism, which are both virtues. And when we look at it from that point of view, we have a much greater opportunity to be stronger when we come out. And it's so important that we help our children to see this, because I believe that I'm writing some things right now on resilience, and endurance is part of that, right? And if our kids never have to go through anything that's difficult, anything that comes up that just doesn't meet what they expected or wanted or hoped for, is going to be just mentally, emotionally, even physically damaging to them. And so we want them to see us move forward and to endure. we want them to see that we trust in ourselves and our ability to take care of ourselves, and we trust that things will work out. We have that optimism. We know that in the end we're going to make it through all of this, and it may be difficult, but in the end we're going to come out stronger. And we're going to come out smarter. We're going to come out with knowledge that we can use in the future. And so it's, we need to be patient. We need to persevere. We need to withstand the adversities that we have, but doing so with an attitude of gratitude, having an attitude that says, that is strong and confident and that moves forward with optimism. So that's what endurance is all about. And so even though we face a lot of things today, we all have the ability to endure this. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be difficult for a while. And, and so today I'm focusing on endurance in this manner. And we could focus on it in other ways, whether it was a particular challenge or if it was a challenge in our relationships. There's lots of ways of looking at this virtue, but today I'm focusing on tough situations in the world right now, but we know that we can get through this, and we know that we're going to come out stronger, and we know that things are always working out for us in the end. So those are my thoughts today about endurance, and I would just say that and this is one of those virtues that we have an opportunity right now to help our kids to develop and to strengthen those muscles of endurance. So with those thoughts in mind, keep practicing all of the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families, and that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time.